In today's video, we'll be looking at how to write a good CV that passes ATS and impresses our employer. Now, ATS is some kind of system a company use to screen out some CVs. Now, let's look at what a CV is. A CV, commonly known as curriculum vitae or resume, is more like your professional story on one page. Like it highlights your skills, your experiences, and your achievements in a way that makes employer want to call you for an interview. So just think of it like as a personal marketing tool. Okay, it must be clear, it must be professional and relevant. Now, before we dive into creating our resume, I want to discuss with you the do's and the don'ts while writing your CV. Okay, so let's start with the do's. Now, the do's of writing a CV is one, keep it on one page. Unless you're applying for a role of a senior level with 10 years experience, try as much as possible to keep your CV on one page. Then the second one is use a clean, simple layout. Okay, don't use anything fancy. Don't use too much fancy template that has tables or column or graphics. Okay, use something clean and simple. All right, then next one is start with your name plus your contact info at the top, not on the footer or the header of your page. Okay, because the screening system does not read written on the footer or header of your page. Next one is on your professional summary. Okay, make it like a short 3 to 4 line paragraph. Okay, you could use something like a bullet point to make it easily readable. This could highlight who you are, your expertise, and what you bring to the table. All right. So I've said it, okay? Because bullet point is easy to read and it's ATS friendly. Then highlight your achievements, not just your tasks. For example, let's say instead of like in my own case, instead of writing managed travel booking, I'll write coordinated 100 plus international travel booking, saving client 20% in cost. Then include your skills and tools, please. So many CVs I see, I don't see the skills there, I don't see tools there, right? It is very, very important, okay, to include the skills and tools because they are relevant to the role you are applying for and your prospective client or employer will really love to see them. Then list your experience in the reverse chronological order. One, start with your most recent job to the later one. Then tailor your CV for each role. Okay, use keyword for the job description. Then lastly, add certifications or education at the bottom neatly. Okay, so those are the do's of writing a CV. Now, these are the don'ts. Okay, these are the don'ts. Listen to it very carefully. Don't put contact info in your header or footer because many ATS system can't read them, which means your CV may be rejected even before your client sees them. Okay, so that is number one. Number two, don't use images, don't use logo, don't use icon, don't use graphics at all because ATS cannot read them. All right. And the waste space. Remember, we are trying to use just one space. Then don't use table, don't use column or text or boxes. ATS often scramble those styles, so don't use them. And don't write curriculum vitae or resume at the top. Okay, your name is the title, and that is okay. Then don't use fancy fonts. Okay, Stick to professional or readable ones like Arial, Calibri, and Time New Roman. So those three are easily readable and they are more professional. Then don't include irrelevant personal details like your age, your marital status, photo. Now, these are more like they are outdated, okay? So you don't need to add them. And then don't make it generic. You can't be using your CV to apply for every job. Your CV to be should be tailored to that particular job title, that particular job description. Okay, we're going to go ahead to create our CV, and I'll be using my phone to do that. Okay, so go to your Play Store or Google, your Apple Store for people using iPhone, and download your Google Docs. Okay, so when you download it, sign in with your Gmail. Okay, I already have mine, so sign in with your Gmail. So first thing we want to do right now is to choose a template. We're going to be using writing with a template. Okay, it makes it a lot easier to just edit it out. So go to that plus sign down there and click on it. All right, now we're going to choose templates. The first one right there, we choose templates. So these are all the templates. These are letters, education, then we have work, personal, and all that. So the first one is resume template. On top here, we have 5 resume templates right here. Our best option would be Spearmate templates. Now, this template seems to be our best option because it has everything we need at the right place. Okay, so let's go with Spearmate. I clicked on it and now here it is. It's open. So don't get confused with how this is appearing at the end of after our editing. We're going to look at it. We're going to view it in a printable format. Okay. So now this is where our editing will start. This is just a one page. Okay. We're going to try as much as possible to make it in the one page. So our Spearmint template is the best option because it seems to be ATS friendly. Our name did not come on the header, all right? It's right inside the page. So let's go ahead to edit our template with our details, all right? So I'll start with the name. I'll change the name to my name. Then now this is a very long name. This is a very big font. So I'm going to reduce the font. Okay, I'll just have to highlight it and I'll reduce it. Go right here to reduce your font. You click on this. And right here, I'm going to select my font. You can see I still have my fonts at Proxima Nova. So I'm going to change it to Arial. Okay, so I'm going to choose Arial. Then I'll change my font to that's too small. Okay, I'll change it to 15. Okay, there's no 15 right there. Okay, let's leave it at 14. Then I'm going to make it bold. Okay, then I'm going to change these details down here. I'll put my address, my email, and my LinkedIn link. So after adding my details, I'm going to centralize this. Okay, it needs to be in the center, so I'm going to centralize it. I'll go down here and I'll click on this one to centralize it. I'll click on this. All right. After we've added our details, there is something important you must do. You have to add link to your phone number, to your email address, and to your LinkedIn. You don't just leave them like this. Why? Because you want your prospective client to be able to reach out to you with easy access. All right. So this is how you go about it. You just highlight this. Let's start with our phone number. I'll just highlight my phone number. Right now, please, when you're writing your phone number, put your country code. Okay, put your country code. because you don't know where you'll be getting your client from, so that they can easily contact you. So when I highlight it, what do? I go to my, I go right here, I click this plus sign, okay? Then I choose this link. The first one is link there. I click on it here, I click on link. Now this is my number and I'm required to put link down here. So what do I add? I write tell, okay? Hyphen, then I put my number with my country code. Okay, so this is what I do. Plus 234, sorry. Okay, so that is it. So I'll just click on this, I'll take it up here. Now you can see our number is clickable. Our client can easily click it and call us. Then the same thing we do to our email address, but for the case of your email address, the link is different. The link we'll be adding there is mail to hyphen, then you put your email. Mail to hyphen, then you put your email. Okay, then you put this group, right? That is how you add the link. Then same thing goes to my LinkedIn. I'll select my LinkedIn, then I'll go to this plus sign again and I'll add my LinkedIn link. And just like that, you have hyperlinked all your contacts for easy reach, okay, to you. And that is it, okay? Now, the next thing we'll be looking at is the skills section. Now, after adding our details up there, the first thing you want to check out is your summary, right? Your professional summary. Now, under your professional summary, it has to be something short that is tailored to more like an introduction. So something like a 3 to 4 lines is okay. So let's go ahead and edit it. And we add summary, professional summary, then I'll now have to fill in the details here. Okay. All right. So like I said earlier, make sure your summary is tailored to the description of the job you're applying for. Don't use a particular CV for every job role. It's wrong. All right. So this is what my summary look like. Okay. Then after the summary, I always like to add what I call core skills. Okay, the core skills are more like a list of key skills and tools, all right, that I use as a virtual assistant. And the best way to add it is I'll just add it right under the professional summary. So my core skills are the list of skills plus tools that I have mastered as a virtual assistant in my niche. So my core skills are the list of skills and tools I have mastered as a virtual assistant in my skill. And remember, I am tailoring it to a particular job role. So make sure you tailor yours as well. So you can just go ahead and see through all this. This is all the list. These are the list of skills and tools I've mastered. Then under experiences, your experiences should be put in reverse chronological order. Okay, like you're going to start with the most recent and then you end with the oldest of your experience. Okay, so you're going to start with your company name and then your job title, then the month you started to the month you ended, just like it is written here. So that is why it's good to start with your most recent job, because your client will want to really know what you're working on currently. Okay, so let me go ahead and add my job experience. Okay, so I've been able to add my experiences. I added 3 experiences: virtual travel assistant, property slash project assistant, then social media assistant. Now, these are 3 major virtual assistant role I do. So that is why I'm using it for the experience. Now, remember to always tailor your CV to the role you are applying for. For example, if you're applying for a role of a travel virtual assistant to book flights, ensuring smooth logistics and all that, you have to make sure that your experiences tailor towards that. You can't be applying for such role and in your CV you have experiences that have to do with bookkeeping and something that is not related to traveling. Okay, so that is why it's very important. Don't use one CV to send to multiple job. Always tailor it to a particular role you're applying for. I know at this point, if you're just starting out, you'll be wondering, okay, I don't have experience, I'm just starting out. But experiences doesn't always mean a 9 to 5 job with company, It also includes those times you've worked for yourself, like managing your own side hustle, you're organizing your personal project, or you're handling some school assignments. That is also an experience. Those times you helped your family and friends, you write email, you manage small business page, you organize events, you teach them how to use app, and you keep record. All those are experience. Okay, even times you volunteered or contributed in your community, church, your school, or local group or online forum, they are all experience. So for example, let's say you have helped organize a family event. Okay, that is project management, that is coordination and communication. Yes. Okay, if you have helped a friend set up social media for their shop or anything on the digital space to set up shop and all that, that's digital marketing, that's content creation. Okay, so you've had an experience, but it's just that maybe for you it's not so professional to add to a CV. Trust me, it's enough to add to a CV. Okay, all you have to do, just go to ChatGPT, list all your experience as a beginner. If you've been able to manage your social media handle, list it there, and you say, I want to make this experience seem professional to add to my CV. Okay, it's going to outline it for you. That is if you can't do it. Okay, if you can't do it by yourself, if you're finding challenge on how to do it by yourself, that is the best way. All right, so you are done with the experience. You can see down here, I also went ahead to list my education. So feel free to add your education, okay? Then finally, your certification. So I added both my education and certification together. That is just how I finalized my CV. So you can see, now I want to put this CV on on a desktop, a view to view it, all right, so that I can view it. So I'll go to that three dots right there. Then I'm going to click on viewing mode. See the viewing mode here. I'll click on it. So let me just see how it looks like. Okay, this is the viewing mode. I'm going to use print layout. Okay, so I'm going back there to use print layout. Okay, let's see how it looks. Now you can see mine is in 2 pages. Okay, mine is in 2 pages. Now, if you're having challenges, because when I started using this particular one, I had some challenge with the sides margin. Okay, I had some challenge here. Even after justifying, my my words were ending here. So I had some challenges, and I'm using the mobile app. Okay, so I have no ruler here to adjust it, unlike when you're using it on desktop. So all you have to do is just simply go to your go to your Chrome browser, okay, on your phone right here, and right here, this is my Chrome browser. So go to your Chrome browser and adjust it. At least your Chrome browser, you have to make sure you put it in desktop site, okay? Put it in desktop site first before you search for Google Docs. Let it be in desktop site first before you search for Google Docs on your browser. So that is just in case you're having some challenges with doing some adjustments with the ruler. Okay, see the ruler up here, is the pointer here. See there. So if you're having problem with adjusting it, just go up there and do your thing. You can move it. See what I'm doing? It has moved to one end, so I can still, let me undo it. So that is it. That is all. So back to the app, that is all for our CV. This is how you create an ATS-friendly CV. And please try to make it one page. Don't mind me. I have a lot of bullet points for my experience. So try to make your own a little short. Okay. So that is it. So in case you've not subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do that. It doesn't is for free. Okay. And I share a lot of reasonable content on how you can leverage the internet and start earning online. So see you in my next video.